Recording now. What's going on, Greg? This is Greg Bennett, y'all. By the way, I'm JimJam. If you ain't already know, but Greg, why don't you introduce yourself or some shit?
Yeah. Hey, my name is Greg Bennett. I do some film score stuff, some writing stuff, some keep myself busy stuff. About it.
He also used the sound design for Tennessee Gothic, right?
Well, I didn't do the sound design. I did the score.
Score. So my bad.
Yeah. Jeff Wedding.
Let me get that right.
He'd jump all over that because he takes pride in his sound design.
Jeff, I apologize. Jeff Wedding did the sound design.
Yeah.
Greg did the score. Awesome score, by the way. If you hadn't seen that movie, you should definitely go check that out. What was do you remember the website?
Yeah. So, what is it? TennesseeGothicMovie.com.
TennesseeGothicMovie.com.
I should know. I have a big sticker of it on the back of my window. I think I would have it memorized by now.
Well, you can see it right here. Right there.
There you go. Yep.
Awesome movie. If you love blood, guts, and boobs, that movie's for you because it has all of those in it.
Except sound.
It's not too often an indie filmmaker gets boobs in their movie, but y'all got that done.
Yeah.
Got sex in it too.
Lots of sex, lots of it's a fun movie, man. It's fun. It's I think it's really some people went into it with these expectations of what it was going to be, and I think it surprised everyone that's watched it. So
yeah, Isaac Thorne, one of the writers for Tennessee Horror News, he's the one that put us onto it. I guess he was talking to Jeff or something, and he reviewed the movie for it, and then we watched it, and I think we got. Was you on the podcast too?
No,
I think it was Jeff and the girl that what was her name? See, I'm bad with this shit.
Jackie Kelly.
Yeah, I think her and Jeff were on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie is definitely fun. It's what is it? A sex comedy? It's not really. Yeah, horror sex comedy, right?
Sex comedy, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, definitely check that movie out. But I know you're working on some other stuff. What you got going on there?
So I finished the score. Actually, I think it's about to come out. Like full release is a film called The Embalmers. And it was written, directed by Rebecca Reinhardt. Man, it's got some big time people in it. Rob Mello from Happy Death Days in it.
He was a killer, right?
He was the killer. Yeah. And look, I got a confession to make. So I dodged that movie for some reason, right? Like I just had no interest in watching it. And then, I found out about Rob Mello's him being in it. So I thought, okay, I'm going to watch this movie, which I had thought was just going to be a Groundhog Day ripoff. And I tell you, I love that movie. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was brilliant.
I still have not seen it, so I'm probably going to have to check it out then. Does he is he always in costume or a mask, or does it show his face?
Yeah, no, I don't know, without like actually timing it, he's probably almost in it without his mask more.
Oh, well, hell yeah! So Rob's in some couple Blumhouse movies, huh?
Yeah, well, I think they recognize his handsomeness. You can't hide all that handsome, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, that's awesome for him, and I said he's also. I think I saw something about Rebecca post something about 10 Roof they're working on. I think it's in the Kickstarter stage or something like that.
Yep, I'm telling you right now, man. Rebecca is got to be the busiest person in all of independent horror.
Yeah, we met her at Rocky Top. What's up there? I can't see it, but the Rocky Top Horror Show. That's where we met y'all in person finally. That was an awesome show. I wish we could have got to do it last year, but we know what happened there.
We loved that. We had a really good time at that.
I'm hoping Donald and Corey will do it again this year, since by November, surely we're back to pretty much normal.
Yeah, I think we're getting there. I'm starting to see a lot more bands are booking shows and announcing tours and stuff. And
Oh man, getting on that. I'm excited about that. I started listening, or Yeti got me listening to some bluegrass, and a guy named Billy Strings.
okay,
God, man, that boy can play a guitar like he plays a guitar like people play a fiddle. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's you have to check him out. But he's gonna be up here in Manchester. The Bonnaroo is finally opening up their thing to like just one-off shows and not just like festivals. Or Bonnaroo. So
yeah,
we got Billy Strings coming. I think the Avett Brothers. Jason Aldean. Fortunately, there ain't no metal there yet, but hopefully it'd be awesome, because Metallica, of course, they played at Bonnaroo, so
we can't all.
yeah. So I'm hoping we can get some metal bands to book the farm, because hell, if you got an outdoor venue right now, it's perfect, because unfortunately, you need to find some buddies that'll go in with you, because all of them are doing the whole pod thing. So you're gonna, for 4 tickets, you're gonna pay like $150 or something. But you get 4 people in there, hell, it ain't too bad, and you get to go to a show.
You have to. Is it? Are they doing the thing where it's like taped off and you have to stay in that area?
I'm not too sure on that. I wouldn't doubt it, but they're calling them pods. So you're with your people, and I guess you still got to do the whole 6 feet, and I don't know if they're making you wear a mask or not. I can't remember, but surely outside they're not going to make people wear a mask. But I wouldn't doubt it though.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping get more towards fall. Maybe I might have to do that. But Bonnaroo is in September this year instead of June, so
Okay.
you might get a little cooler weather doing it like that. But yeah. But I'm excited for things to come back. We actually went and saw. Me and my son went and saw Godzilla versus Kong, or is it Kong versus whichever, however you say it. We got to go. We went to see in the theaters and see it, and it was nice to be back in the theater.
What'd you think about that movie?
Oh man,
Yeah,
they did a hell of a job on it.
I thought so too. I was surprised at how into it I was. Like it was cool.
Yeah. I enjoyed the hell out of it. My wife and her daughter went and saw Unholy. So they didn't want to go see the Godzilla movie, so we just went separate ways, and luckily the movie started around the same time. So, but yeah, it was nice getting back to going to theaters, and it's kind of nice, because people that don't want to go to theaters.
Right.
So there's more seats available, so y'all can just keep y'all asses at home. I'll enjoy it in the theater.
I don't if I just have like a pheromone, if I just smell good or something, but I can be alone in a theater and whoever comes in will sit so close to me that it's just uncomfortable, and I'm like, you guys have the entire theater. Come on.
You picked the best spot, I guess, and then they decide that, oh, he's in a good spot, I'm gonna sit there too.
Maybe that's it, or I look like, maybe if someone comes in blasting, I'm the one that'll keep them safe, or I'm the best human shield, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You're a big guy, stocky guy, so yeah, they figured, oh, ain't no one gonna fuck with him.
Well, it happens a lot. It's weird. I attract it.
Well, hell yeah! But earlier today I sent you a couple videos, and it was pretty interesting, I guess, or pretty funny, maybe.
Yeah.
It was, what was it?
Florida one for sure.
The Florida one?
Yeah.
I done forgot what the hell the Florida one was.
So
that's the cat. The woman thought it was a dinosaur, but I think it's a cat.
that is not a cat.
What do you think? It's just sure in the fuck can't be a damn dinosaur.
Look, man. I mean, I'm wearing a Mothman hat, right? So we can get into some theories here, but I don't know, man. I don't know what that is. It's I wanted to be able to watch it and instantly discredit it.
Yeah.
And I watched it a few times, and I thought, well, I really don't know what the hell that thing is. So,
yeah,
I think Juana that got a box stuck on its head, and so it was just freaking out and just running.
I watched it a couple times, and it does look like a damn a dinosaur, a little bitty old raptor or something, just running across the yard.
Yeah,
it's pretty wild. What if it was a ghost raptor? You think? Why? Hey, ghosts were around back then. Why ain't there ghost dinosaurs?
I think you're pitching the next Jurassic Park. You might want to copyright this real quick.
I always come up with great ideas, even though Johnny and Yeti don't think so. Like the Ghost Dick movie or Bigfoot Ghost Dick or whatever. And then another one, Ghost Penis.
Yeah, I mean, there's an audience for it.
Yeah, we was talking at the Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival, and I was telling, and he was all about the idea of doing the Bigfoot Ghost Penis, or yeah. And Johnny come up with that on the podcast. Just completely ridiculous, but it would be funny as shit.
Yeah, and then that is all the reason you need to make it happen right there, right?
Well, unfortunately, big Hollywood don't like to back good ideas.
Well, who needs them, right? We don't need big Hollywood anymore.
We just need their money. I just need their money. How about that? Just give us our money and leave us fucking alone. Let us make the movie how we want it, and you'll make millions.
Yeah, well, I mean, with technology nowadays, recording, for example, when I grew up recording, we recorded on a Tascam 4-track, and it was you could tell it was recorded on a tape, right? Like the quality wasn't that good, and you had to, finagle it to kind of get it to do the things you wanted. Now, like I've got a whole studio on a iPad. It does about anything I could ever want it to do at CD quality, and I think filmmaking's getting there too.
Oh yeah, well this, not the webcam I'm on now that you see, but the one that's recording for the OBS studio is actually an iPhone 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I downloaded the Elgato app on the phone and downloaded the whatever on the computer, and I'm using the iPhone 8 as a webcam.
Yeah. What more you need?
Because, if you want a good webcam, you're gonna pay over $100 or more. And I ain't got that OnlyFans. Oh shit! Hold on. Stop! I got the Ring app on my damn computer like an idiot. Let me turn the notifications off. But yeah, I don't have the OnlyFans money.
You could.
Really? Do you think that motherfuckers would pay me to see all this doing? The thing is, I don't have to be like showing my junk or nothing like that. I could just be rubbing peanut butter on my belly or something.
Yeah. There's someone thought right now.
Hey, I don't give a shit who it is that's looking. If they paying, I don't care. It don't matter to me.
Right. I'm not too proud.
Thank you. But yeah, that's a good crowdfunding right there.
Yeah, if people comment that they want to see this, let's make it happen.
It'd just be an OnlyFans of big guys.
I'm just gonna say 3 people. 3 people comment, and you have to do it.
Damn. Well, fuck it, man. Hell, I'll put it at $10, and if you're willing to pay the $10 to see all this, fuck it.
There you go. There you go, man. Oh, that movie funded in no time.
Yeah. Speaking of OnlyFans, you know that girl Catch Me Outside? How about that?
Yeah.
Dude, she got on OnlyFans after turning 18. 3 days after turning 18, made $1 million in 6 hours.
Yeah, it's I don't know, is it concerning that so many people were waiting on that?
It's Hollywood for you.
I mean, yeah.
Bunch of Weinsteins out there.
I mean, does that classify you as a pedophile if you're counting down until they turn 18? Like, or is that okay? Is that legit? Like, you waited? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's a sticky situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the whole Bella Thorne thing. She made $1 million in a day, but it's just and hell, I don't think she's posted no nudity.
Right. Well, from.
Yeah, well, hell yeah to them for suckering them dudes and whoever else. And I ain't doing it.
I've got I got nothing negative to say about it. I think
Hell, I'm just get that money if you can get it, get it.
Yeah, that's right. Just do what you're comfortable with, though. That's my only thing. Don't feel that you have to please anybody or put yourself out there in a way you don't want to just to make money.
Yeah.
But
well, that's the whole thing that OnlyFans has the stigma of being porn, and it's not all porn because I know there's a wrestler. Do you ever watch WWE?
Man, I struggle to get into it nowadays.
Well, there's a guy named Enzo Amore.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Enzo and Big Cass.
Yep.
Well, Enzo, I saw he was on there, and I'm like, this motherfucker done resorted to porn. And I went through and I was looking, and it's just him. Like, I guess he set up a camera, and he was just showing people if you pay, his monthly fee, pretty much you're getting a wrestling school.
Oh, wow.
So he's using it for, to do his own wrestling school. So, not everybody is using it for porn. Like, do you know who Charlie Classic is?
I don't.
Dude is funny as shit. He was a big Vine star. That's how he got his recognition. But he's also a photographer, and he does a lot of photography of tattooed women, and he has porn, and he does stuff with Mike Busey, however you say it, down there at the Sausage Castle in Florida. But yeah, he's on OnlyFans, and he does it for his podcast. But I think on his podcast it's video, and I think he gets some of them women to.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it? It was Lincoln Park did that, didn't they? Where they had a subscription service where you could subscribe to their website, pay like a monthly fee, and you got to see like all the stuff they were doing in studio, and it was like a complete all access.
Well, yeah, well, that's always a good idea because I love doing that anyways, or seeing behind the scenes of stuff. So unfortunately, I guess they're making music no more, but that's a damn good idea though. I'm surprised other bands haven't done it.
Well, they don't want people to see all the drugs and hookers that inspire music to happen.
Speaking of that, I was listening to Joe Rogan, and he had a guy. Who's the guy that was on the Headbangers Ball? The host of the Headbangers Ball, Ricky
Rockman, or something like that.
No, he wasn't on Joe Rogan. He was on the Chris Jericho podcast. Yeah, Ricky Rackman. And he was talking about all that where he started the was the Cat House? Is this a club in Hollywood? What was it called? Yeah, the Cat House. And the club was only open one night a week, and it was never in the same place.
Ah, okay.
But apparently, it was only had room for 500 people. but it would just stay where you can like people would come from what they were saying. People would like big movie stars would come to try to get in, and then like if you're not here before it fills up, sorry about your luck. So they treated everybody like regular people. They didn't treat the stars or whatever. But yeah, it sounded like it was a crazy time at the cat house. He said they would never allow video cameras in there because a lot of rock stars would go in there and do whatever.
Right. So, but you have to have a status level already before you could start something like that, right? If you and me started some like traveling secret party, I don't think it would take off very well.
Yeah, I think I can't remember how he said he because bad memory. I just listened to it earlier and I done forgot how he started it, but I think he was DJing or something is what it was. So that might how he got into it. But he brought back Headbangers Ball and just called it the Ball, and he did some episodes on a certain app, Give Me the Metal app or some shit like that. But he actually plays whatever he wants, not like MTV wanted them to play whatever they wanted.
Yeah, but man, like back then, like it's hard to even put into words how cool Headbangers Ball was. Like it was legit when it started, like it was seriously cool.
I think it had 2 different hosts, right?
Well, they ended up with that. What was his name? Matt Penfield, that bald dude.
Yeah. That's.
I couldn't stand that guy.
But old Rick, he done grew his hair out and everything. He's got long hair now. He looks like right here he is.
Oh man,
looks like your typical old rocker, huh? You can't see it on there, but hey man, he's had a hell of a life though.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Oh yeah, cat house, man. I bet that was because he was telling a story about how what the fuck is his name? The guy that played in Labyrinth. David Bowie.
David Bowie, yeah.
Yeah, David Bowie was was drunk as shit at the cat house and was trying to pick up Axl Rose's old lady.
Did he? I mean,
Axl Rose chased him down the fucking street trying to kill him. He said, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Yeah, I would think David Bowie could probably succeed in that modest task.
Well, yeah, but apparently Axl Rose back in the day was a street fighter and like. He wasn't no one to fuck with.
He's from Lafayette, Indiana. You don't mess with Hoosiers. We're not right up here.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's what Ricky was saying that Axl Rose, well, he'll beat the fuck out of somebody. No problem. I don't know about nowadays, he's got some age on him, but he might still be able to fucking scrap,
So let me tell you, there is a culture shock when I moved to Tennessee from Indiana, right?
Yeah.
And that people are friendly here. And it took so long to get adjusted to that. Right. And that's not that people aren't friendly in Indiana, but it's different, right? Like you don't make eye contact with strangers in Indiana.
Yeah.
2 people are walking down the street. It's like, if you're walking towards each other on a sidewalk, it's like a game of chicken, right? One of you is going to cross the street, right? Like you're not going to like say hi to each other, at most you're just going to put your heads down and keep walking, but it's a confrontational state.
Yeah.
And here everyone's like, hey, how you doing? And it's kind of takes you a while before you accept everyone wants to kick your ass.
Yeah. I don't know if I've besides you, I don't know if I've met many people from Indiana, so in person. So, but I guess maybe the Tennessee has grown on you, and because you always, encountering. I guess if you get on your bad side, maybe that's when it gets bad, huh?
No, I don't have a bad side anymore.
Are you calmed down?
Yeah, I left that back home.
Yeah, there ain't no need in being like that. You know, someone look at you and start a confrontation over it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Indiana's corn and drugs. That's about all you have to do around there.
well, where I lived when I was a teenager was the nickname of it was Meth Minville.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's all there was to do when I was growing. I think it's still like that too.
What do you
I
think about meth? Is like gained. It's almost become like one of those. What do they call them? Uh, I can't think of the name right now. Drugs like ecstasy and the upper scale drugs. What do they call those? I can't remember them. Designer drugs. Like
Meth is a designer drug now.
S is like I probably will have to blame Breaking Bad.
Look, now if you have a legit person like Walter White, what he was supposed, his character was a a chemist or whatever. So would it make it better if a chemist actually made it? Or would it still do all the same shit, rot your fucking teeth out, you know, huh?
I would hope so.
I've never done meth. How you can tell? I have all my teeth. But anyways, anybody,
But it wasn't from meth. It was from a washer and dryer.
don't be fighting metal objects. They're probably gonna win.
They won.
Hey, see right here?
Yeah.
You see it? That was I ran into a rack at work where I used to work, and with the forklift, and it slung me forward, and the forklift won. 17 stitches in my head. So yeah, but yeah, metal pretty much will always win against a human being.
Yeah, we're not going well against any Terminators.
No, not at all. But what the fuck was I going with that? Oh, meth. Fuck, got all off track there.
Meth is kicking in.
Sometimes I'm like, I think I might need it. Hell, I can lose. If you didn't lose your teeth and look like you're fucking 80 when you're 20.
Yeah.
Shit, I'd be a slim motherfucker. But
Yeah.
what curbed me is when I was in high school. We had a fucking presentation. I think I was in 10th grade or something, and the cops from McMinnville come out, the Warren County Sheriff's Department, and did a little demonstration because meth was running rampant. There you go in McMinnville then, and so they told everybody about a story of a guy. He was driving down the road and he looked over at his kid, and he said he saw the devil coming out of his kid's head or something. So he cut his kid's head off.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. Yeah, I don't think I want to fuck with that shit. And then they said something about, they said the dude did it because the reason he thought he saw the devil, he was hallucinating because he stayed up so long, and he was just whatever, out of his fucking mind. Then they told me the ingredients in it and said something about brake cleaner or something. I'm like, yeah, it don't sound like brake cleaner would do good inside your body.
Yeah, I try not to even get it on my hands.
Yeah, I'm not gonna snort it, smoke it, or nothing like that. So Dare, or I don't even think it was Dare. I think it was just a program to try to curb kids from doing it. They got it. They did their job. It worked on me. Some of the other kids it didn't work on because they were snorting meth out in the fucking field at a residential construction. And I'm sitting out here like, why y'all gotta be doing? They be like, I'm looking around. I'm looking at everybody's face because if I get in trouble, I'm coming to each one of them. I'm like, oh, motherfucker. So I was like, fuck this. I'm not going to be around these motherfuckers if they doing that shit. And then one of these other motherfuckers snitch on them, be trying to blame me or something. So I started building on the house instead of sitting out there in the fucking field with them.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
One of the problems there, though, is that it also, teaches you how to use a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
I could get high off whipped cream.
Oh
contain
yeah, Whippy or what?
air
Not a Whippy. What is it called? Whip it.
whippets. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that probably perked up a lot of kids' ears in the fifth, sixth grade. And they're like, "Whoa, I've got that at home."
When I saw that damn episode of was it My Strange Addiction, or was it My Addiction, or the one where what's the one where they have a? I think it was My Strange Addiction, but the girl liked to huff, or the guy or girl, I can't remember. Keyboard cleaner, the air in a can. Go in Walmart and just suck it. I'm like, man, that would suck. Oh, dude. Speaking of My Strange Addiction, you have the motherfuckers eating. I think people eat glass, eating cigarette ashes.
I saw the woman that was like eating drywall. The worst for me is the girl, and she's really attractive, which makes it so much worse for some reason. But she eats chalk, and she's got these big pieces of chalk, and she's just like biting it off, and it just, oh my god, I can't even watch it.
That's like also the Hoarders TV show. God, I just don't understand how people can let it. My house might be a little messy or stuff like that, but it's nothing that a Saturday of picking everything back up can fix. These motherfuckers. I saw one. I didn't see the episode, but I saw a woman. She had her living or her bathroom. There was just trash all the way up to her toilet, like
Mm.
so she couldn't even sit on the toilet. She had a 5-gallon bucket by the shower where she took a shit and pissed in. And her mom raised her. Her mom did the same thing when she was growing up, so she pretty much learned it from her mom. And just had piss and shit bottles laying all over the house, and I'm like, oh my god.
Do you think so? I watch all those shows for one, but I find it therapeutic, right? For when I'm down on myself,
Yeah,
right? Watch something like My 600-Pound Life, and then suddenly you don't feel so bad about eating that whole pizza, because you're not, you're
yeah.
not, no, at least not yet. Same with Hoarders, right? Like I didn't make my bed today, and then you watch Hoarders, and you're like, it's cool,
Oh yeah, yeah. I can at least walk through my house barefooted, and but the funny part is the girl, she said that the person that was there to, I guess, help clean it up and stuff was like, you don't smell that? She goes, yeah, I smell the mold. And he's like, that's not mold.
Yeah,
That's urine and feces. It's like, oh, I don't smell it. And I'm like, because your nose blind to the shit and piss.
right.
I'm like, man, it's insane how some people live.
Yeah, a lot of weird stuff out there.
Yeah. But you watching any good shows or anything lately?
Uh, yes and no. I guess I'm really, really excited about that Mortal Kombat movie coming
Oh
up.
yeah. I'm taking my son. Probably was it next Saturday or next Friday it comes out?
Yeah,
So
no, this.
no, it's 20. Is it 23rd?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was 26th. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing Saturday.
yeah, you
Well,
got to play.
yeah, I'm not gonna watch it on HBO Max or whatever it's gonna be on. We going to the theater.
Yeah, it looks good, man. It looks real good.
That's the movie you got to see in the theater for real. Just like
Yeah,
the King or Kong versus Godzilla or whatever it is. Movies like that, man, is if you're able to, you definitely should go see it in theaters.
yeah, yeah. Those movies, like all the Marvel movies, Star Wars, things like that. You need like IMAX or you got
Oh
to.
yeah.
I hated the Last Jedi, but to be in an IMAX for that scene where they go light speed through that destroyer and it's just silence,
Yeah.
like one of the coolest movie moments I've ever seen. Like it was amazing in that setting.
I don't know if I've ever seen a movie in IMAX. It's not like a legit movie. I think like in Chattanooga we saw the tornado kind of like hour-long movie about tornado chasers or whatever.
Mm.
But I don't believe I've ever seen an actual IMAX movie.
Yeah, it's the way to go.
It's expensive as shit, though. I know that. It's like almost $20 a person.
It's worth it. It's worth it to at least catch it once in IMAX.
Yeah, well, maybe when Halloween Kills comes out, I'll have to go do it or something. Because that in October, ain't it?
I'm sure. I mean,
It better come out this time, damn it, man.
October,
Like,
Halloween or a Saw movie, one or the other.
yeah, the new Saw movie's supposed to be coming out. I don't know exactly when, but it's not Saw, but it's Spiral. But it's
Right.
the Book of Saw or some shit like that, right?
That's and Chris Rock, he like did the thing, right? Like he
Yeah,
started.
I think
He also wrote it or directed or produced something.
well, that's the luxury of having a smartphone. I can look it up.
He, I guess, was a big fan of the Saw movies and
and he really pushed for it. So it's coming out May 14th. Oh, so it comes out next month.
Okay.
Sweet. But yeah, he didn't write or direct it. Maybe he just pushed to get it made or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought for sure he had some other tie to it besides just
Maybe he's a producer. Let's see who's producing it.
you have to IMDb it.
Yeah, he's an executive producer.
Okay.
James Wan is an executive producer also.
Yeah.
So they got some big names on there.
That guy kind of nowhere and made a name for himself quick.
Who?
James Wan.
Oh yeah. He's done a lot of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. He did what, the Conjuring movies? And,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
Oh, he directed the first Saw. James Wan did. The Conjuring. He's directed Furious 7, Aquaman. Oh yeah, he's done some big movies.
Yeah.
Oh. Insidious.
I don't know if I would call Aquaman a achievement, but
Well, didn't he get in trouble for something? Didn't he have some shit happen to him where he thought he had some, I don't know.
look, you're not. Look, we're all going to be in trouble at some point. That's just how the world is now.
Oh yeah,
You
but
tweet at 12, you're going to get in trouble for it.
yeah. What I'm curious to see is, but you're right about that. But I'm curious to see Samuel L. Jackson in a horror movie.
Yeah, is that happening?
Yeah, he's in Spiral. Samuel L. Jackson's in Spiral.
All right.
So they got Samuel L. Jackson in a motherfucking Saw movie.
I mean, does Snakes on a Plane count as a horror movie, or what's that fall?
Let's see what IMDb says about it.
I don't know if that
they categorize it, which they often categorize it stupidly. Let's see. It says it's a action, adventure, crime, thriller. Yeah, so thriller is a genre of horror. So yeah, we can throw it in there.
I guess it really depends on how afraid of snakes you are.
I guess it's horrific if you're a snake if you fear snakes. So, but man, he was so good in that.
You fly a lot and you're afraid of snakes. That's the scariest movie ever made.
Yeah, but man, he just. Did you hear didn't he narrate something of the Walk of the Penguins or some kind of penguin movie? Like Morgan Freeman did one that was legit, but Samuel L. Jackson did one that was funny because he was cussing and shit.
Oh man.
I can't remember the name of fuck. It was great though. Him doing, I think it was something like penguins or something, but it was a comedy though. Another movie that he was in that was really good was Black Snake Moan.
You know, I haven't seen that yet.
That was a wild ass movie. Oh, Christina Ricci plays a fucking nymphomaniac.
Yeah, and I have way too big of a crush on her to even watch that movie. I just can't even do it.
I don't remember what that was. That hopefully I can find it real quick.
I know Snoop Dogg narrated some nature things not too long ago.
Farce of the Penguins is what it was
Okay.
called. Yeah, it was. Here's the movie cover of it.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, some bondage penguins. Gotcha.
Yeah, one of them has bondage. One of them has a gold chain with an afro.
Nice.
Oh, you might be. No, you can't. Okay, but yeah, that was, but fucking ridiculous. But one of the movies that I'm a big fan of is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. God, that movie is just so great. So I think
So,
it's a
do you? I mean, do you prefer the horror movies that have more comedy like that?
yeah. I think I'm a big horror comedy lover because I grew when I was a teenager in high school, and then 20 until I met my wife. Really, I watched horror, but not like I do now.
Mm.
My wife got me more into it, but I was I had a shit ton of comedies, like and I liked of course Scarface, and then Carlito's Way and stuff like that. But yeah, I had all kinds. I got the what's that Johnny Knoxville where he plays special Olympics. I don't want to say the word, but it's the R word. But yeah, he acts like he's special needs, if you want to say. What the fuck was that movie called? But he his I think his uncle or his dad got him to act like that to because he bet on the Special Olympics, and Johnny Knoxville got in there acting like that, and he didn't realize how good these special needs folks are. Some bitches are bad motherfuckers, man. And he realized that it's just like, oh, it ain't as easy as I was thinking. And then, of
Right.
course, he gets to become friends with them and feels bad about what he was doing. But it was funny as shit. It was a funny movie, really good movie. Trying to think of some other comedies that I would. Of course, you got the Cheech and Chongs back in the day. Can't forget those.
What would you say if you had to pick it would be the funniest ever?
High or sober? Because everything's funny when you're high.
Let's say sober, because then it has to be really funny, right?
Oh man, let's see what stands out. I don't know about movie. What movie would be the funny? Oh fuck! I have to really think about that because I'm also big into comedians
Hmm.
like Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, of course Joe Rogan. Um, who else was it? What's you can't forget Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh wow, so that's yeah, old school. See, I'm Richard Pryor, Eddie
Oh,
Murphy, and
oh,
then
Eddie Murphy when he was raw in the leather outfit. Of course, you got Chris, not Chris, but Cat Williams. I don't know what the fuck happened to him, but he done went crazy and tried to kill people. Or he got his ass whooped by a teenager. I know that.
yeah, I think of the new guys. Anthony Jeselnik is that dude just kills me.
Man, you really got me over here. Like, man, I wish I can remember the funniest movie. But
I'll tell
the
you mine without a doubt, Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. That movie, there's every time I watch it, there's going to be parts that just like almost drop the floor laughing.
yeah, that
And
is pretty damn funny.
yeah, and I think Ted Demme, he did that movie, which is even crazier that it to do that like that. But that movie is just hysterical.
I'm I'm so eager to figure out which I got a shit memory. Um, I got sleep apnea, so I went years without oxygen while sleeping. I'm gonna blame my memory loss on that. um, so I'm googling funniest comedies and see if anything will spark my memory back. Because it's pretty wild though. Like you'll think that you forgot about something, and then all it takes is just an image of something, and it's just like, oh yeah,
Yeah. Major Pain is high on my list too.
oh yes.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
And he's screaming at the blind kid. Was it blind? Was he blind? Yeah.
Yeah. No, he was blind. He had the dog. You're right.
Yeah, he was screaming. You know, Shaun of the Dead that's a horror comedy. Oh, hold on, Step Brothers.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
We got Super Bad. It's pretty damn good. Okay, I think I figured. Now that this part, this one right here for sure, is probably. Oh, perfect.
What we got? The Hangover. Okay, I got you.
God, man, that movie is just stupid. This. How do you feel about Napoleon Dynamite? That's more dry humor, but it's still.
Which I love dry humor. I think that's an interesting movie that I feel, the push for it, the marketing of it, made it probably ever should have been.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. It's iconic for sure.
Yeah.
And then, I guess Borat's just kind of stupid.
Yeah,
Stupid funny.
Go with that. I know people watching that know me are going to want to know why I haven't said Big Lebowski, and that's because I've determined that that's not a comedy, but it's more of a spiritual journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very.
I guess it has some comedy elements, but I wouldn't consider it a comedy. When I just ran across it says Ghostbusters is considered a comedy.
Did you see the new little teaser they released?
Oh yeah, with the kids. It's got some of the kids from Stranger Things in it.
Well, that was the trailer, but like a week ago they released a new scene with Paul Rudd. And
I haven't seen that.
It's amazing. Like I didn't think I could be more excited for that movie, but it just totally blew me away. There's some serious Army of Darkness vibes going on.
Well, now that you said that, when we get done here, I will be definitely checking that out. So
yeah.
It's just a scene from that movie?
Yeah, it's just a real short clip. But like it's just something that you didn't know you needed until you see it. Then you're like, yes, I need that.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that movie to come out. So what you think about the one with all the girls?
I didn't watch it. Not for any like necessary political reason or whatever. There was so much mess with that movie, but I just, for one, the guy that made it, what's his name, Paul Feig or whatever.
Yeah, Paul Feig or something like that.
Absolutely no one involved with that movie that I think is funny.
Yeah,
Chris Helmsworth, like, and like I like him, but besides that, like it did zero.
My wife actually talked. She really wanted to go see it, and she talked me into going with her with the kids. We all went, and we actually saw it in theater. And I wanted to not like it, which I don't really like it, but it does have funny moments when Chris Hemsworth plays a dumbass. Pretty much, he's a fucking idiot. So that's pretty funny. But here's another one that was just so good.
Oh, yes. I actually just like forced my son to watch that recently.
Jack Black, when he's talking about it, he's like, come on, man, I'll suck your dick. Trade the balls, swallow the gravy.
And, and also that movie's been brought back up a lot recently because Robert Downey in blackface, basically, and
Are they trying to cancel it already?
no, they're cool with it. Like everyone's cool with that portrayal for some reason.
But yet, what's his name? Well, Ben Stiller got all kinds of flack because I'm gonna say the word, and I'm sorry if it offends anybody, but they tell him, he said, "You fucked your career up, man. You went full retard."
Yeah, Simple Jack.
Yeah. Oh man, he said you never go full retard.
Yeah. Well, the best part of that scene is how he breaks it down, right?
Yeah.
With Dustin Hoffman and Rain Man, and then he gets to Sean Penn and I Am Sam, and he said he didn't walk away with that Oscar.
He went full.
Yeah.
I'm quoting a movie, so don't jump on me. Go check out Tropic Thunder. That's a great movie. Funny as shit.
Who's in that movie though?
Who?
Tom Cruise.
Oh my God! I wanted to be Les Grossman for Halloween one year. Dude, that fucking when he was on the phone with that dude. God, dude, I'm pulling that scene up right now. We're gonna listen to it.
Then he's like, once he gets done, he's like, "Who was that?" Like he doesn't even know who he was talking to.
Yeah, that guy was. He was looking at the phone like. Oh, here it is. Matthew McConaughey's in it.
What do you need, Les?
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
So you can read the Tropic Thunder contract that guarantees my client, Tug Speedman, some form of digital video recorder on location?
Like he just succeeded with something.
Stick up critically busy. So why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off?
This scene is so great.
We'll rip the sets off of you. Hey, Tugger Nuts, I've got you on speakerphone. I'm standing here with Les Grossman. He is dying to tell you why he's apparently wiped his ass with the TiVo clause from your contract.
We are flaming Brooklyn. Speedman is with us now.
Who is this? Where did you get this from?
We are flaming Brooklyn. Simple Jack belongs to us now.
Oh, he does. Let me tell you, you bird. I've never been in agency.
Matthew McConaughey is epic too.
So that's what
This is flaming Brooklyn.
Okay, flaming dragon. First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face. Know what kind of pan-Pacific bullshit power play you're trying to pull here, but Asia Jack is my territory. So whatever you're thinking, you better think again. Otherwise, I'm going to have to hit down, and I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you. You're going to have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. You're talking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre you. I will fuck you up.
His facial expression after that, though.
It's Tom. I'm a big Tom Cruise fan, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I love that dude. I know he catches so much shit now for Scientology and just kind of being a weirdo, but God, he's just made some great movies.
Do you think he ad-libbed that or off the top of the head did that, or because it just looked so fluid and just like, oh, man, it was great. Oh, I don't know. After seeing Tropic Thunder and you brought that back up, I'm just like, I laughed my ass off when I saw that. And then at the end of it, while the credits are rolling, he's fucking dancing.
Yeah.
Didn't he dance at the damn VMAs one year?
I think so.
Oh man. Yeah.
So going back and watching it again, there is a lot of brilliance in that movie throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, that guy is what takes me back to remembering some of his Cocktails.
Mm-hmm. Or
Days of Thunder.
Dude, Top Gun.
Yeah. I remember Top Gun. I don't remember it that well, but the one I most remember is Days of Thunder. Or was it Days of Thunder?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Still to this day, I could just pull up the ending of that movie when he's down. It's got the music going and he's driving. He's scared to drive through the smoke, and he wins the race. I'm getting cold chills thinking about it.
Well, whenever I'm driving on 24, I always think rubbing is racing.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Man, was it Cole Trickle? That's his name, wasn't it?
Which is the most NASCAR sounding name ever, right? Cole Trickle.
And the funny thing is, one of his crew members is the guy that plays in. He got into comedy, and he plays in Step Brothers. What the fuck's his name?
Oh yeah. William. Is it William?
No, it's not William. It's come on.
John C. Reilly.
Yeah. He was all serious in that movie. He had a little bit of comedic feel in Days of Thunder, but it seemed like in the mid 2000s, whatever, he started doing a lot of comedy, especially like what's the one the fuck? Will Ferrell plays the race car driver.
Oh,
Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
And John C. Reilly, Shake and Bake.
John C. Reilly's in one of my all-time favorite movies. Like, it's probably in my top 3 best movies ever made, and I'll catch so much shit for it. But Magnolia is just an amazing movie.
Is that
also Tom Cruise, and probably
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Best roles.
A drama.
Yeah, so that's Paul Anderson made that movie, and it is just mind-blowing, some of the things he did in that movie.
He also did Boogie Nights.
Right, man. There Will Be Blood also, which is a masterpiece filmmaking.
He's and it looked like Mission Impossible also, so he's done a few movies with Tom Cruise.
Well, so there's some confusion. There's Paul Anderson, and then there's Paul W.S. Anderson. Paul W.S. Anderson has made a lot of shitty movies, but he also made, which is fantastic.
My bad. Paul Anderson, he didn't direct. He didn't direct Minority Report. He was a passenger on a train.
I think it's the Paul Thomas Anderson. I think is the how you distinguish the two.
Yeah, is the one you was talking about, because Steven Spielberg did Minority Report, but is the one you talking about? Is that the one that did Resident Evil?
Paul W.S. Anderson. He might have the first one or something. I think he did one of the Aliens versus Predators, if not both of them. I think he did do Resident Evil.
Yeah, he did. He did all the Resident Evils.
Yeah, well,
Of course, he did. Oh yeah, he did like Rob Zombie done. Fucking kept casting his fucking wife.
Well, I mean, if my wife was Mia Jovovich, I'd cast her and everything too.
Yeah, I just that whole series of Resident Evil just pissed me off, because the whole first video game was all in the fucking mansion. We get fucking 5 minutes maybe in the mansion.
The movies are...
Yeah.
And then it gets weird. Like, what, they clone her and she dies, they bring her back to life. They
show it in the desert, and there's a big pit, look like fucking from the just a bunch of hers, and they're just dumping the bodies because they're trying to, like you said, clone her. Man,
not even zombies.
I think they're redoing Resident Evil. I think it's getting another reboot, or it's getting a reboot.
Yeah, I mean, look, apparently they make money. right? There's like what, 7 of them now. So
we have, yeah, there's 7, I think. But Jonas Roberts is directing.
what's he done?
47 meters down, Storage 24, Dark Hunters. Don't seem like he's done. Sanitarium, 47 meters down, Uncaged, The Strangers, Pray at Night, The Other Side of the. Let's see. Oh, chill. Don't look like he's done. He's done. The 47 meters down, and but Kay, this girl, is playing Clara Redfield.
Okay, she kind of looks more like a Jill to me, but okay, go with it.
And this is Chris Redfield. He's the one from the Babysitter movie. I think he was. Excuse me. This guy right here.
Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, he's Chris Redfield, and then this is Jill Valentine.
Okay, all right, we'll see how they do.
Yeah, she was in Ant-Man, I think, is what it looked like. William is Albert Wesker.
Yeah.
This is this will be the last one I'll show you. We'll move on, but this is Wesker.
Okay. That oh man, that guy, he's in Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, Tom Hopper is his name.
Yeah.
He was in Game of Thrones, Black Sails, Merlin. Looks like he's done a lot of period pieces. Terminator, Dark Fate. So,
Ending of Game of Thrones, did you watch all that?
I didn't. I'm not a big on period pieces. Anything set back in them days, I just can't get into them.
Really?
I don't know. I've watched a few episodes with my wife and stuff, but I just couldn't get into it. Of course, they have attractive women in it, but very attractive though, especially the dragon queen or whatever.
Yeah, Queen of the, what was it, Daenerys, or I'm gonna go on record as saying I like the ending. I thought it was. I'm good with it.
Oh yeah. I know it had a controversial thing where the ending was they said that they got rushed. They just trying to hurry up and get it put out or something. Is what people
create an ending story that doesn't have an ending yet, though, right? Because
they're still writing the books, right?
Yeah, he's still doing the books. So, in a way, they weren't going to please everyone. There's no way.
And it was pretty. How was it? HBO Max, is that who had it?
Yeah.
I think they didn't put it all out at once, so so people couldn't get like a free trial and watch it. So they spread it out like it's a regular TV show, and you had to pay monthly for it, just so you can watch all the episodes. So they already knew what people would do if they did like Netflix and brought out the whole season at once. Everybody would sign up or use their people's password and stuff and watch it, which they probably did that anyways. But
like, not so much with HBO Max, because the only thing that I really like, I watching Into the Storm, the Q documentary, and they released it like that. But Disney Plus has, they did the WandaVision, of course, The Mandalorian, and now Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I have no problem paying them $10 a month for shows like that, because they've just been phenomenal.
Yeah, I haven't watched none of that. And we had a deal come across that Verizon was offering a year free Disney Plus, so I signed up for it and just forgot to cancel it. But my kids watch it, so I decided not to. They still watch it, but it comes out of my phone bill, so I don't even. when I pay my phone bill, Disney Plus comes out. Like, yeah. So
you gotta at least watch The Mandalorian. I mean, it's
I started watching the first episode. Man, I think I got adult ADD. I can't focus on. I guess I have too much on my plate. Fucking 3 podcasts now, doing this right here, 4. Got the website. Always fucking around with that shit. And then I'm working 6/12. Well, this week I won't be, but 5/12s at work. So luckily, my wife's at work still. So I figured I would come up here and do this while she wasn't home. So try to spend time with her when she's here. But yeah. So little time. So I'm hoping to go to 410 soon at work, so I can have more time to do this stuff, and hopefully one day not have to work there, and this will pay the bills.
That's the goal.
Hell yeah! But
For all.
But yeah, like I told you earlier, I love talking about any damn thing. So that's why I wanted to do this, and I don't know what I'm gonna call it. If I'm just gonna call it Conversations with JimJam or JimJamhere, like my Instagram name, and just have every now and then just have different people come on, talk about whatever. But
well, I'm honored to be able to say that I was the first.
Yeah, you popped the cherry.
We're gonna set that bar high, right? Real high.
I'm gonna reach out to Joe Rogan, see if he wants to come on my show.
Yeah, because I've got a whole list of questions I'd like to ask him. So
yeah, if I was to get that, I would definitely. You'll be on that call too, or you can come and sit with me in person. What now?
He went way too soft. I lost him when he had the Twitter guy on there the first time. That Jack Dorsey, I think, is his name, and I just gave him the most fluff questions to the point where I think people got mad enough about it that he ended up having the Twitter people back on, to grill him a little harder. But that's one thing that I really liked about his podcast. He would have anyone on there, and he was asking tough questions to them.
Yeah, and you never knew. Or it's just the people that he has on. It's like you never heard of in your life, and then I'll start like used to. I would go through and I wouldn't listen unless I kind of knew the person. But then I'm working these 6/12s or have been, and I've been just listening to anyone he puts up. I listen to it because, man, he has some like the guy from the movie. Lone Survivor, the guy that movie's based on, he had him on here. Man, that's the only reason I went and watched The Lone Survivor, because I heard him on that podcast, and I was like, I got to check this movie out. That was really interesting. That dude, man, he got the hell beat out of him. Did you ever see that movie?
I haven't seen the podcast.
Oh, it's really big. And he's the guy that the movie's about. He's actually in it. He plays one of the people in the little, whatever they call it in the military. What's a platoon, or I don't know. I'm not military savvy, but yeah, he was actually in the movie. But there was a guy that saved his life after he got back to America. He somehow, I don't know if he paid for it or what, but he got that guy to move to America that saved him, and he moved him to Texas, and they hang out all the time now. They're like best friends. So and the guy, I don't remember, I don't know his name, but apparently he has like 14 kids now. So he gets over here and he just goes hog wild.
I think if you haven't seen the Bob Lazar episode, that's a must watch.
Bob Lazar.
Yeah, Bob Lazar was a scientist who worked at Area 51.
Oh, and yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah, it's got some really mind-blowing stuff in that.
I did. I'm damn sure. This also another person. What's the guy? Snowden.
Right.
Yeah, I watched both his episodes, and of course he's video called in because he's stuck in Russia.
Yeah.
But that was very interesting, and I because of that I went back and watched the movie that was about him
Hmm.
with what's the dude Gordon Levy,
Right. Well, it's
Joseph.
just look, the real hero of that whole thing was a Rubik's cube, though. So let's give credit to that, right?
Yeah,
The real
kind of refresh my memory on that because
so when he downloaded all the information, that's how
oh
he out was he put it in a Rubik's cube,
okay yeah
and as he
okay, I
walked,
remember that now.
like tossed it to the guy, and he's like, "Hey, you ever mess around with one of these?" And the guy, obviously you can see behind me, I've got a whole bunch of them. It's one of my things. So that made me happy.
So you're pretty good at the Rubik's cube.
Uh, Probably a little rusty now, but I dabble in. I tried to really get into speed cubing for a minute, and I just don't think I quite have the mental capacity for that. But I can do one in a minute for sure.
The only way I can do it is I pull the stickers off.
Yeah, see, they don't have anymore, so you're in trouble.
Oh, they're painted on now.
They're just solid plastic now. You're in big trouble.
I like they got the one that's almost like a circle. Oh my God, how in the hell?
Well, this is what I'm stuck on right now. It's an
Why
X,
is it? Why does it look like that?
so it's actually in its solved state. You can see it's an X, uh, but obviously it gets kind of wonky, and it's given me a lot more trouble than I thought it would. I went into this pretty cocky, and it's making a fool out of me.
Yeah,
It just
um,
like,
it makes me anxious just looking at that damn thing. But
yeah,
one thing that I could say that actually helps me with the I think that I have that's just me diagnosing me with ADD. But CBD, man, I smoke CBD and I'm so much more focused. It's crazy. And I'm thinking, man, why the fuck is weed illegal? Which when we're recording this, it is 420. So happy
yeah,
420, everybody.
it
But
is. Uh, Look, we can get into this deep if you want, because I am, I've never been a huge fan of marijuana. It doesn't agree with me as well as other substances that I
yeah,
like a lot better. But there's a lot of very concerning studies coming out about marijuana is being linked to late term schizophrenia.
oh
And
damn,
and then if you really want to get into the tinfoil hat stuff, I'm a believer that marijuana is being weaponized and has been for years.
with all the different strains and stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's the Mexican red hair that you used to get. You're not even going to find that anymore. Right now, it's these moon rocks, and uh, you know, I think it's just very concerning. And I know a lot of it is these homegrown biologists are making their own strains and stuff. But there was also a pretty prolific drug dealer came out recently and said that what they're doing is they're getting pot and then they're spraying it with like this THC, you know, chemical or whatever to make the high better,
Yeah,
and essentially, getting people hooked on it that way, to where it's becoming addictive to some degree.
yeah.
Uh, you know, and in its pure form, you probably wouldn't even, really feel it. They can sell you trash weed now as long as they spray it with those chemicals. See, that's all. I think that's concerning.
I guess you just got to know who you get it from.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
if you're in a state that has dispensaries and stuff, maybe they have like more of the legit stuff or whatever. I don't know.
Uh,
You know,
um,
unfortunately we don't live in a state that does that. But
if I
so
had like a apple that was grown in his backyard, maybe I would trust that. But
oh yeah, that's because hell, you're the only one that's them, or that person's the only one messing with it, and it's growing naturally. Yeah, but yeah, but yeah,
it's
like I said though, the CBD it seems to really help me focus. Like if I do, smoke it or whatever, um, I'm just like this on the TV. It has me glued. I swear, and I sleep so much better.
yeah,
That
yeah, and
I
that's
hope.
like I'm not taking like a firm stance one way or the other, so don't think that because I do believe there's medicinal, uses. Obviously, that's been proven, but
I can definitely see the attraction to it because the feeling you do get, as long as you don't go overboard, because you used to. If I'll tell this last story before we go, because I'm gonna have to get up off here. But my brother, he had this bong. This damn thing was fucking ridiculous. Probably 2.5 feet long, tall, or whatever. And he called it Big Bertha, but it had a slide carburetor on it.
mm,
So I was hitting that damn thing. I had that cherry fucking bright red, just hitting it with everything I had. This motherfucker pulls the carburetor out. I clear that big ass bong. Every bit of that smoke goes into my lungs. Man, my eyes got real big and I fell back into the floor. I fell into the floor, choking. I thought I was dying, man. Oh my god, my chest hurt so fucking bad. I was seeing stars. I was coughing. Couldn't stop coughing. I was so fucking high.
yeah, I
Oh
imagine.
my god, I was fucking blitzed for hours. My brother said I was in the room rolling back and forth saying, I want my mama. That right.
Back in my party days, we used to make gravity bongs. You ever
Oh,
mess with those?
no, I heard about them though. I hear they can be brutal too.
It's the evilest mad scientist contraption ever made.
Just makes my chest hurt thinking about it.
It's so evil. It's just, but you know what? It'll do the job if you need it.
Hell yeah. Man, I appreciate. Like I said, I got to get up off here. My wife will be home anytime, and I think this went really well. Hell, what do you think? You think it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's, anytime you want to do it again, I got tons of stuff.
Yeah, we didn't really get to talk to. Shit, we didn't get to talk real quick. We can kind of say something about this. The woman getting attacked by the bobcat.
Bobcat, yeah.
Dude, like, I saw the, caption on the news article or whatever, but man, this woman, it looked like she had a cat hold or a pet holder, right? Was that what she was holding?
I was assuming that's why the Bobcat maybe went after her.
Yeah, that's what she had. Yeah, but you could hear the cat because them bobcats are loud as fuck.
Yeah.
But dude, I want to take that video. I want to cut it up, and I'm gonna get the music from Lion King when he holds the cat.
Oh my God, he tossed that thing. He tossed it and said, "I'm gonna shoot it." And oh my God,
What got me is when he come out from the back of the car and he's holding it like Simba from Lion King, and he's like, "It's a fucking bobcat!" And he's just holding it, and I'm like, "How is this motherfucker not tearing his arms up?" Yeah, and he just chucks the motherfucker. Then it takes off back to the fucking car, and he runs back around it. I'm gonna fucking shoot it. And I'm like, "How you gonna shoot it? You ain't got no gun."
Oh no, that video totally had me in tears the first time. Just the way he threw that thing was just amazing.
I'm so gonna do that. Find the audio of Lion King and just get the part where he's holding the bobcat up like that.
That guy needs to go find the Florida dinosaur and chuck it.
Fuck yes. I want to fucking. I wish I can find whoever that video is. I would love to talk to him on this. Dude,
Yeah.
if I am able to, man, you're coming on with me. And,
Yeah, I've got.
we're.
Right.
And we'll have to show him the dinosaur video. I'm like, how far could you chuck that one?
But you know what? That's a good husband because he just grabbed a very angry bobcat like it was nothing. Like he just grabbed it.
And he was like, just holding it up. It's a fucking bobcat. And I'm like, yeah, how is his arms not just filleted?
I don't know, but I was just, what are you thinking in that moment? You know, because I'm sure it was trying to get him.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. He just, yeah, like you said, he slung that son of a bitch like, whoa. But yeah, that's a good way to go out, man. If I was better at technical stuff, I would have pulled the video up, but I'll try. If it's I'll try. I'll go ahead and upload it to YouTube or something, and I'll put the link in the description so people can click on it and watch it.
We'll throw it down there, and we'll get everyone's interpretation of it.
Hell yeah, man! I appreciate it. This was fun. Yeah, we'll definitely do it again for real. But yeah, I guess we'll holler at you, man.
All right, man. I'll see you. Thank you.
All right, have a good one, man. We'll see you.
You too. Bye.
Bye.